Jim Caddy, Chairman of CCW Cooperative, which is a grower grape supply co-op in the Riverland of South Australia. For about 20 years as Chairman, I've led the price negotiations with the wine company for up to about 200,000 tonne of grapes for 600 growers. One is, if you have a look at it in June, there's a prediction of where grape prices are going to be. So if you have a look at it end of June, early July, it will give you an indication of where the grape prices are going to move next year based on all of the information that sits in behind it. That way you can make decisions about what you might do. So, if you're in low prices and the indicators say they're going to go lower, well, you can make your decision whether you continue to grow grapes. The next time you use it is when the wine companies come out with their grape prices and you don't like them, and you might want to go and sit down and negotiate better prices or whatever with them, then the background information sitting in there, such as stocks to sales ratios, all of that is all sitting in there that you can then go and sit down with your winemaker and say, well, yes or no, that's not quite right.
I'm Paul Dorico, CEO of Murray Valley Wine Growers, representing about 300 growers in the Murray Valley region, which incorporates both Victoria and New South Wales in the Murray-Darling and Swan Hill regions. So with the pricing indicators dashboard, I look at it regularly, particularly once the directional arrows have been updated through some of the peak periods when growers are contacting me as the CEO of Murray Valley Wine Growers. I will look at that on a weekly basis just to see what information's been updated so that I can provide that information to growers on a timely basis.
Yeah, it gives you an independent view of what's actually happening in the market. In the past, most growers have just had to rely on what their winemakers tell them and general stuff out in the market, whereas this gives you an independent view. Wine Australia, who sort of runs it and manages it, they've got no stake in the price of grapes. They just report what it is. So that's the beauty of it. It's not a winemaker's view, it's not a grape grower's view. It's an independent, and it's what the numbers say. And generally the numbers don't lie.
If you're just going to take the price that's on offer, year in, year out, that's not in your best interest as a grower. I'd say to growers, use the information that's available. A lot of time and effort from Wine Australia and regional associations has gone into producing the dashboard. It was funded by the federal government, and it was all done to provide greater transparency with pricing.
And the demand from growers really is, why won't the winemakers tell us how much they're going to give us so that we can make our decisions on whether we spend all the money to produce the grapes or not? That's where this comes in really handily. If you want to know, well, there are those indications on that summary page of where your prices will go.
I think it's got a lot of promise. I think it's going to be a tool that will be able to be utilised by a wide level of the industry. Growers have got to start doing their numbers and approach wineries about the next year's crop. And I do wish that it was around some 15 years ago, but yeah, no doubt in the future it'll be a tool that'll be well regarded. The more information we've got, the better place we'll be.
I have used it, probably not as much as I'd like to, but I do refer back to that, and also people in the industry to get the information that's relevant to the dashboard. In the business that I have and what I do, definitely all these extra additional parts of information would be relevant to anyone that's in the industry, and I would recommend the dashboard.
No, it's good. I think information is power in any industry, and the more information we have and the easier it is for people to access means people can make good decisions. What I'd been doing previously is using a lot of the elements that this dashboard draws on myself, drawing my own bits of information to put a picture together, and from what I've seen today, there's a lot of shortcuts here now for me that's actually pulling a lot of that information I was already drawing on together. So certainly a resource that I can readily use.
And I just recommend that growers who put so much time into growing their crop on an annual basis, making the best wine grapes available, the best quality. They've really got to put the time and effort into getting the best price that they can, and that's through looking at the dashboard, leaning on me in my role at Murray Valley Wine Growers, or talking to the analysts at Wine Australia if they need any assistance or further understanding.